You're watching the 2014 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days, and joining us today from Georgetown, Texas is head coach Don Gregory and junior midfielder Zach Faulkner of the Southwestern Pirates. First of all, gentlemen, we thank you so much for taking the time out this morning to join us and talk to us a little bit about the upcoming season.
Well, James, first off, thanks so much for inviting us. This is great. We're able to do this Skype, and obviously we'll let Zach say a couple words too. But it's great you bring a player in as well. I think that's outstanding for the student athletes as well. So, but thank you.
Absolutely. Yes. We're happy to have him. And, Coach, we'll start with you. A historic season in 2013, really a great season for the Southwestern Pirates. What does that type of season do for your program moving forward?
Well, I think, James, first off, thanks very much. It was obviously a tremendous amount of recognition for the seniors we had last year. Great leadership. Been through the program obviously 4 years and performed when they really needed to perform and did very, very well. But I think what it does for this year's guys is they realize that, hey, we were there, we were that close. There's no reason this group can't continue that level of intensity, that level of play. So we're going to go out and give it a go. But I think you could feel it all year of the preseason that they're wanting that next level. They said, well, it's great those guys got us to where it was last year. That year is over, and we want to try to get in 14 because it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and Zach, I'll turn to you just kind of hearing that. What do you take from that season, having such a historic season, getting so far? What do you take from that season and bring it into this season?
Basically I see that we were so close, so just minutes away from moving to the next level, and I see that this year we have another opportunity to do that. So I just kind of want to build off that and progress into what we can move forward as a team and set higher goals and higher expectations for the players and the coaches and truly everyone here at Southwestern.
Coach, I'll turn back to you. We're early in the preseason, still a couple weeks out from your first match, but what are you hoping to see from this team throughout the preseason?
Well, I think we're trying to stress to them, James. First off, I want to say hi to the other coaches in the conference as well, that because I know they're all excited about starting the year, and they do hope to make our lives very difficult, and we will certainly return the favor. But I think what we hope to see was obviously you get through the preseason without any severe injuries. We've had a few that have suffered the concussions. Fortunately, they're light ones. It'll just be a couple days, but get the guys through the preseason unscathed injury-wise. Chemistry happened very, very early, which is great. That's always a very good thing. And then our first-year class has been, we knew physically they were bigger, faster than some of the ones we've had in the past. But they've come in and really made a mark, and I think they've opened up the eyes of some of the older players, which is always good, that are going to have to push a little bit. But I think, again, Zach and our two other captains have done a great, great job of setting that tone. Again, having been there last year and having felt how exciting it was to be there at the end, that they've kind of, without really verbally, they've kind of set that tone that, look, we've all got to pull together and see if we can find the best players to get us up, not only to the finals again, but hopefully to hold the trophy up at the end of the finals. So,
Zach, I'll turn to you. Just tell me the excitement level among the team, yourself, just to get back out on the pitch, start a new season, go through the preseason part of the year, and get ready for the 2014 season.
Okay. We're really excited. The excitement is mounting, and I mean, it starts right away. It starts after the first week of classes, and I mean, we're in 2 days right now, and 2 days it's just going by one day at a time, and it's a lot of work, but it's definitely worth it, and we're enjoying every minute of it. So we're really excited, and I can feel it it's the atmosphere. It's everybody out there, getting out there early, getting ready, starting to pass the ball before practice even begins, and I mean, it just goes to show that they're really committed and really want this, and yes, we're really excited.
Coach, I'll turn back to you. Obviously, a big senior class last year, as we discussed. You do have some seniors on this team, though, as well, and some key upperclassmen such as Zach. Just how vital are they going to be to this team's success?
Well, it's funny, James. When Coach Mallon was here, the legendary Coach Mallon, I used to pick his brain all the time. And I remember one of the quotes he always had was, I'd say, well, what do you look for when you look at a team? He said, I'd love to look on any field in any one day during a game and see 8 seniors. He said the guy in the mound can be younger as long as he can throw, but I think obviously you're looking for your seniors, no matter what number, to be a tremendous influence, be the guidance, be the mentor for the younger guys. So I think it's 5. It's a little bit lower number than we had last year, but I think the fact that they've been there the 4 years. We had we stubbed our toe, I think, when they were first years, but then righted the ship and get things going. But I think, Ryan Jones, obviously great, and we'll expect the other ones to step up and help the younger guys come along. So, and it's funny too, even last year, I'm thinking when Daniel Poole had such a good year, really freshman, sophomore years, he played very sparingly. Only jumped in the latter part of his junior year, played, started the last 5 or 6 games, and obviously senior year he said, well, I'm going to pack an entire career into this last year, and obviously he was tremendous. So we're trying to encourage the seniors as well. It really doesn't matter the first 3 years. You got 20 left, my friend, so you might as well make the best of it. And I think they're all feeling that and sensing that, and trying to get the younger players to come on and say, look, this is my last go around, so help me go out with a bang.
Coach, I'll stay with you. Tell me a little bit also about some of the returners coming back to your team and the role they're going to play this year.
I'm sorry, James, you cut out there very briefly.
Sure. Tell me a little bit about some of the returners you have coming back this year from last year's team and the role they're going to be able to play this season.
Yeah, it's funny. Zach on his left thigh right now is I handed him the first little, if you want to say, our selection. Guys that we feel we have to have on the field, guys that are at the scorer's table ready to come in. Some of that are kind of the second tier. Some that are honestly a bit of a disappointment coming in. But I think we'll be a little bit on the young side. We had a real good class last year, the freshmen to be sophomores. So I think the sophomores, though, have kind of taken that, the incentive to say, look, we really want to get a lot of playing time, get it in and help out and go. So we're really kind of undecided right now here, James, about who's going to be starting, who's going to be where, what kind of system we'll play. And to me, that's very, very exciting because we don't have the set group to say, okay, you're Chris and the starters and off we go. So we'll dangle that carrot in front of them and say, look, it's still open. And even early, we go down to play at Trinity next weekend. We might even take a group Friday and leave a bunch of them home and take another group on Saturday just to say, look, you're that close. We want this to be a dogfight to see which guys are the top 19, top 20 players. I mean, great position for a coach. They might not be very happy with it as players, but I think they all realize that it's just that close to somebody breaking into a top part of the squad. So, which is real exciting to me.
Zach, I'll turn back to you as you're going into your junior year. Just tell me and as your coach has said, it's probably a younger team this year. What does it mean to you to emerge as a leader this year, being one of the upperclassmen?
Well, being an upperclassman, I kind of see how the system works within the school and like what kind of responsibilities you have as a player and a student here at Southwestern, and I try to lead as best I can through just being a role model to the other players and being there as a resource for them. If they need someone to talk to or need someone to go to, I'll be there for them. And I just kind of do that and, kind of take it day by day, I guess.
Coach, I'll turn back to you. We are, as we said, a little early in preseason. What are you hoping to see from your group of newcomers throughout the preseason?
Well, I think, James, even when we scrimmaged a little bit yesterday, we kind of went our first 11v11 day, and I think the first 20 minutes we put an all-star, if you want to call it, first-year team together, and they played a lot of the returning players, what would be our starting lineup. Some guys out with injury, obviously, but our starting lineup, if we were to have played today, and I'd say the first 12, 15 minutes, the first years were, after them pretty well. They had good possession of the ball, had pressure, were pushing on the goal. Then the older guys came back and actually nicked 2 goals. But that's exactly what we want to see, James. The first years come in and say, look, I'm not a first year, man. I'm a soccer player. And I don't care if that's a senior over there. I'm going to go in, I'm going to tackle him, I'm going to try to get around him. I'm going to play better than he does. And they did very, very well. So, we checked that one off as very, very good for the first year guys to come in and just play like you're a collegiate soccer player.
You're watching the 2014 SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with the Southwestern Pirates. And, gentlemen, we can chat on this final question. Zach, I'm going to start with you. For the Southwestern Pirates to reach its goals and expectations in 2014, tell me what are going to be some of the keys to success?
Okay, well, I feel like at first it starts with teamwork and, everybody has to have a right mindset. Everybody has to have the same goal in mind, and they have to work hard, and everybody's going to have to make a little bit of sacrifices for the team. And I feel like we're on the right track right now. So I feel like a lot of players are stepping up as leaders, even the younger players, which is good. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens this year.
Coach, I'll turn to you and ask you the same question. For Southwestern to reach its goals and expectations in 2014, what will be some of the keys to success?
Well, I'll be actually honest, James. Well, I try to be honest all the time, obviously, but I'm really excited about our preseason. We told the players it's a players' preseason. Quite frankly, it's not a coach's preseason. I mean, to open up with WashU, Joe Clark, obviously a tremendous program there. St. Scholastica, who, as I understand, was the number 2 scoring team behind Trinity in the NCAA Division III last year. So UTD the next weekend, Hardin-Simmons the next weekend, Trinity to open up conference. So we did not do our players a very, very big favor early, except to say, look, guys, if we're going to do anything, we have to play the best. And we won't care what the record is, but we do want to have the team ready when we do go into the conference and see how we do when the SCAC matches start. So we'll hope to put the best Pirate team in the field. And quite frankly, I love the guys in the conference, but we do want to make their lives miserable as best we can, James. So give them some gray hairs.
Absolutely. You have been watching SCAC Men's Soccer Media Days with head coach Don Gregory and junior midfielder Zach Faulkner of the Southwestern Pirates. Gentlemen, again, we want to thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us today, and we want to wish you good luck in 2014.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, James, and good luck to all the other coaches. You guys, it's fun to be in the same conference with these guys because it's a classy league we have, and that's great.